And then JPMorgan CEO Jamie Dimon laid it out in terms of the impact of high deficit spending and what that will mean for interest rates. They're soaring. He says they will soar over the long term. In his annual letter to shareholders, Jamie Dimon writes this: "It is important to note that the economy is being fueled by large amounts of government deficit spending and past stimulus. This may lead to stickier inflation and higher rates than the market expects." He goes on to say huge fiscal spending, the trillions needed each year for the green economy, the remilitarization of the world, and the restructuring of the global trade, all inflationary. Mark, Jamie has been feeling like this for a long time. He told me the very same thing back in January. Watch this. Where does the Fed fit in, Jamie? Right now, it's pretty much priced in. We're going to get 3 rate cuts this year, possibly 2 or 3 rate cuts in 2025. Do you agree with that?
I'm a skeptic. I look at a lot of things, and forget just economic models for a second. $2 trillion of fiscal deficit, the Infrastructure and IRA Act, the green economy, the remilitarization of the world, the restructuring of trade are all inflationary. And that looks a little bit more like the 1970s to me. So I think there's a chance that people should be prepared for that inflation comes down, but then bounce around 3, maybe even bounced up a little bit, and those implied curves will change.
Exactly what he said in the annual report, in the annual letter to shareholders, and exactly what has played out since January, Mark.
Yeah, and he's speaking to that second wave of inflation, Maria, that we've been talking about, because we are witnessing firsthand right now inflation begin to re-accelerate again. Now, I mean, you look at a very recent acquisition. Blackstone just spent $10 billion acquiring a multifamily REIT. Why? I mean, they're very smart people. They did it because rents are re-accelerating. Now, the thing with rents is that won't show up in the CPI numbers for 18 months. But right now, when you talk about deficit spending that is in line and consistent with a 7% unemployment rate, when we don't need to be spending that much money, we got big problems.
Really great point.